Good afternoon, baby girl. Happy Wednesday. I hope you had a really good Independence Day and 4th of July weekend. I did. I got much needed rest, but for now, I ran home just to have lunch real quickly before I head back out for another meeting. And so I thought this was a perfect opportunity to share with you what God gave to me over the weekend. He gave me two things actually, but one of them is quite lengthy, and so I will have to come back later with that one. But anyway, this one is not unfamiliar. I talked about this before. God was stressing rewards. Rewards were coming. So Friday, I actually did the video, but I never put it out because um, it just, I was missing something, and this is what it was. So the Lord led me back to Matthew 25, and this was the parable, and I talked about this before, where the master was going out on this journey, his trip, and gave the money bags to each, and we call them talents. Some of them, depending on the version of the Bible that you read, and he gave them all according to their abilities. But that wasn't what stuck out to me this time. The last time it stuck out to me real big of like, why'd you choose these men and what was it there about their abilities? But I can go on and on about that. But what stuck out to me this time was when he came back off of this journey and he calls each servant in one by one and like, okay, give me a report. And the first gentleman was like, you know what? You gave me 5 bags. I flipped it to 10. Here's your money. Didn't give him a blow by blow of what happened every day, how he got it. None of that. He didn't explain anything. He just said, here's what I did while you were gone. And the master was like, well done, my good and faithful servant. You were faithful over a little. I'm gonna make you rule over much. And that little stuck out to me. It hit me like, little? That's crazy. And then you saw the second guy. Okay, give me a report. He had 2 bags, flipped it to 4. Okay, great. You were faithful over a little. And then it goes back in my mind to according to their ability. And it was like, oh my God, it's making so much sense. I was putting puzzle pieces together. It was making so much sense. And so I continued to pray about it because I knew rewards were coming. I knew God was saying that it was according to your abilities of what you could handle. But he was showing me how everybody's little and everybody's much is not going to be the same. See, that servant with the 5 bags, he could handle, that was a little to him. He could handle those 5 bags. But the man with the 2 couldn't handle those 5 bags. That was too much. So when he flipped it and made 4, he said, I'm gonna make you rule over much. That was a lot to him. 4 bags was a lot, that he could handle, and that's why when the guy with the 1 bag, he snatched it and he gave it to the guy with the 10 because he could handle it. And so he was showing me how rewards are going out, but they're according to what you can handle, and everybody can't handle the same thing. Just can't. Everybody's a lot, much is not the same, and everybody's little is not the same. So for me, you give me 5 bags of money, and I'm like, now I could spend this in a day. I know I could flip it in a day, So yeah. So for me, it might not be a lot, but if you would have got me 20 years ago, that would have been like crazy. Like, what am I gonna do? Oh my God, it would scare me. So that's another sermon too. But to stay on the rewards, God was saying that rewards are coming, and it's really according to um, what you can handle, what seems to be a little to you, and what seems to be much. That's how you're gonna um, receive the amounts of rewards. That's how heavy it's gonna be. You're gonna be able to handle it. Whatever reward He's gonna give you, you can handle it. You can, just like you could handle the stress and the pain and the stuff you went through, the problems, the all that stuff you went through. You know what? You handled it well. You're gonna receive double for that, right? And so it leads me to Job. So yesterday, um, again, I was praying and God led me to Job because rewards were still busy, real big. I'm sorry, I was reading a text, but as I was praying yesterday, no, I'm sorry, Sunday, I was praying about restoration. I needed, I, I, I was needing restoration of a few things. Like it's stuff that I used to be able to do, I couldn't do before the sickness. Like I used to be able to see fine, and now it's like I can barely see. Or, I used to be able to walk in heels, and now I can't walk in heels no more. You know, so many things happen that I just needed a healing. I needed my body to be restored. He restored my soul. He restored, my spirit, and I'm good emotionally, but there's things physically that I just can't do, that I need restoration. And I was praying about restoration. And I got up yesterday and was in the same vein of, thanking God in advance for the restoration that was coming. I just felt restoration coming. And as I was praying that, God led me to Job. And so this is Job. This was the last chapter. I don't want to lie and say it was 42 or 47. I think it's Job 42, but it's the last chapter of Job. And if you scroll down to probably about verse 10 or so, you start reading and see how, how Job was restored. God called it quits to, the reign of terror that the devil had on him. And God restored him. He restored him. I'm not going to get into the friends and all the other good stuff and what they had to do, but ultimately God restored him. He restored his health. He restored his family. Even though it was a new family, it's not, of course, the old family had passed away, but He gave him a new family. He blessed him with new. And you just saw how things were just being restored. And not to mention, rewards came. So his family and his friends began to just give him gold and all this other stuff. And God blessed him and gave him double. So he had restoration and he got the double of everything that he lost, right? Because of everything he went through. And I just started praising God because I'm like, that's what I was talking about. And God showed me how His people, we lost so much. We lost a lot. And it's not just during the pandemic. I'm talking about we're going to go back about 10, 15 years. Like we lost a lot. A lot. And a lot of people just thought it was us. Like we were just making bad decisions and we just couldn't hold down jobs and we just couldn't do stuff. But they didn't know like we were being fought. And we had to hold on because God was allowing a lot of it. And so God was showing me how He was bringing restoration and rewards. The crazy thing was the Lord showed me how don't get comfortable because this is a reward. It's not the harvest. just a reward. So I'm going to give you restoration, and I'm going to give you rewards, right? And you're going to get double for your trouble. That's not the harvest. It's not the harvest, right? So I know we've been praying about a harvest. Don't get it confused with a harvest. See, these rewards are gifts, they're blessings, and we ain't got to do nothing. It's going to come to us, right? Remember, the harvest, you have to go out there and you have to reap it. There's something that you got to do, and that's going to be next. But rewards and gifts, like these things, God is just going to give to us, right? Because of everything that we went through. Of everything we went through. So you're going to see a restoration happen. You know, you might have got sick. You might have slipped and fell 10 years ago and been limping ever since. And all kinds. You're just going to see God give you restoration in your body, in your health. You're going to see restoration in relationships, whether it's with you and your children, whether it's with you and your siblings, what you and your parent, whatever it is that you lost during this time, you're going to see restoration happen, right? And then when it comes down to the finances, the house you lost, the car you lost, and you've been living, kind of rough, ever since. Like, you should have been in a house, you had a house, you lost a house, whatever the case may be. You're gonna see the reward come to you. So you're gonna move into a better house. You're gonna get you a better car. You're gonna have the finances. You're gonna have the credit. You're gonna have whatever it is. You're gonna have it. You're gonna be blessed with it, and it's gonna be double. The house is gonna be double the size the house you had before. The car is gonna be double the size that you had before. Whatever it is, you're gonna see something being double, right? All the money and investments you lost, you're gonna see it come back, and it's gonna double. It's gonna be double. People who owed you from way back when, you're gonna see it come back to you. Your friends, your family is gonna come and start giving you your money back. Stuff is just gonna start happening. You're gonna see restoration and rewards, and you're gonna see things happen, and it's gonna be double. So you lost your marriage during this time because you was too sick and he didn't understand, and he went out and cheated and left you. Well, guess what? God gonna bring you another husband, right? And he's gonna be double. He's gonna give you double the love. He's gonna give you double the support. He's gonna give you double the attention. Whatever it is that you were lacking and needed, that the devil stole, you're gonna get it back, and it's gonna be double. But don't get it twisted. This is not the harvest. This is simply rewards for everything that you went through. God is going to give you back everything and then some. So don't get comfortable with it. Don't think that this is it and now I can just chill. You still got work to do. And we're going to talk about that later. But right now, because I was praying about the month of July, God, because this is my birthday month. Woo-hoo, and I just started feeling change come, like good change, wind of change, like a good, like something phenomenal is really about to happen. And so restoration is coming, and I'm gonna give that testimony because right after I prayed that and agreed with the spirit that restoration and double is coming, I was not able to wear heels at all. And everybody who knows me knows I love me some heels. I do. I'm 5'10" and some change, but honey, I love me some 4-5 inch heels. But ever since I got sick, a few years back, I lost muscle in my legs and could not wear heels. At one point in time, I could put them on and I would have to always bring a change of shoes to work or church or whatever it was because I couldn't stay in them for long. And then finally, I just had to start getting flats, and I was so sad about that because I'm like, this is not me. This is not me. But I did it. I've been wearing flats for about 9 years now because I hadn't been able to like wear them because of the muscles in my leg. Just, I don't know. And I'm a runner. I get up every day and I run at least 2 miles every day. But I could not wear heels because it was something as soon as I put them on, my muscles would just like bloop and it would pain me. Yesterday, I was getting out my clothes for work and I'm wearing a blue dress right now. And I had seen these blue heels that were up in my closet real high, and I saw the blue and I pulled them down. And I was like, God, I wonder if I can wear these. I would love to be able to wear these. These some bad shoes. And I said, I'm just try them on. And I put them on. My legs weren't hurting. I walked around my house. I didn't have no problem. No problem. And I was just like, hold on, is it just me? Let me try on another pair. And so I got another pair that happened to be a little bit higher than those, and the heels were a little bit skinnier. And I put them on. Didn't bother me at all. And I was like, okay. I was like, this is crazy. So I got another pair, a different pair, that was even more, skinny and like more of a stiletto. And I put them on. And not only did I walk around the house, but I ran around the house. No pain. No pain. Didn't wobble. It was like nothing ever happened. I was so in shock. I wore those shoes around my house for about 4 or 5 hours. I started cleaning up in heels. I remember I laid down on the couch to just close my eyes for a quick second. My daughter came in and she said, Mom, you still wearing those heels? I slept. I just couldn't believe it. I was so like, I couldn't believe it. And I got up this morning, I put on my heels and I went to work. And I walked up and down these stairs. I did everything normally. And I still feel good. No pain. And it's lunchtime now. And so I wanted to give that praise report because restoration is coming. At one time, my vision was like, I don't know what was going on. The doctor kept thinking, is your retina trying to detach? What's going on? And honey, I can see clear as day. Restoration is coming. It don't matter who tried to do what. I don't care about this witchcraft people try to do. I don't care about these curses people try to send. God is greater than it all. And at the name of Jesus, every knee shall bow. So sickness gotta flee. When God says enough, it's enough. So I praise God on today that I am beginning to see restoration happen in my body. And I believe it's going to happen in my family and other relationships and business and all kind of stuff that I need restoration in. It's going to happen. And I hope you join your faith with mine, because I'm going to join my faith with yours and believe that restoration and rewards are going to come for you. But remember that it's going to be according to what you can handle, because your little is not my little and your big is not my big. Don't look to the left or to the right. Stay in your lane. Be appreciative, because you could have nothing. It could be worse. So don't destroy you know, the harvest that's coming by messing up your good ground. You know what I mean? But praise God for Him blessing you and restoring you, restoring your health, your family, restoring your finances, restoring your spirit, your emotions, just bringing restoration. I feel so light. I feel so like, you know, because I haven't been well for a long time. But I would say, you know, I would prophesy all is well. All is well. And, you know, I woke up and I could see. I woke up and I can walk in heels. I woke up and I didn't have headaches. I woke up and I didn't have backaches. I woke up and I didn't have all those things that used to plague me, you know. So restoration is happening, and it's going to happen for you too. Okay? So I hope this blessed you. I talked a little bit longer than I wanted to, but I wanted you to get the gist of what God is doing right now, especially in the month of July. God is about to give restoration and rewards, and those rewards are coming in double the size, double. Okay? So expect it. Get your faith up, and just trust it's gonna happen for you. So anyway, I love you so much, and if I don't come back today, I'm probably gonna come back tomorrow with that word that God gave me over the weekend. So until then, have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you later. Bye.